Mr. President,
It all started with this meeting and a demand. Ukraine turn over $500 billion of natural resources to the U.S. to repay Washington for wartime aid. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky rejected this, at least temporarily, and then the insults started. U.S. President Donald Trump falsely saying Ukraine started the war, mocking Zelensky as a dictator, who responded that Trump is surrounded by misinformation. Trump's words and actions seem to show this administration is going into peace negotiations in a way that already seems to favor Russia.
Vladimir Putin has, let's call it 3 wins without having to negotiate anything. The U.S. Secretary of State has said Ukraine will not be invited into NATO. Russia will gain permanent control of Ukrainian territory. And the administration is actively working to restore full diplomatic relations and trade relations with Russia.
Also notable, the first peace talks happened in Saudi Arabia with the U.S. and Russia, and no Ukrainian officials. U.S. National Security Advisor addressed the issue at a White House briefing.
Look, President Trump is obviously very frustrated right now with President Zelensky. The fact that that he hasn't come to the table, that he hasn't been willing to take this opportunity that we have offered. I think he eventually will get to that point, and I hope so very quickly.
It wasn't clear if he meant Zelensky should come to the table to hand over his country's minerals or the peace talk table that they were not invited to. On Thursday, Zelensky met with the U.S. envoy to Ukraine, Keith Kellogg. A planned press conference was canceled, but Zelensky said the talks were progressive.
General Kellogg,
our talks restore hope. We need strong agreements with America, agreements that will really work.
Next week, the leaders of France and Great Britain will meet with Trump to try and sway him back to Ukraine's side, a tough task given the events of this week. Patty Culhane, Al Jazeera, Washington.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.